Back in 2006, a friend of mine on Facebook was in a show here, and we drove out to see it, and we loved it. We thought the theater was beautiful, the production was great, and it wasn't until December of 2011 I came out and auditioned for a show, and then Tom actually auditioned a year ago, and he got started here too.
I was excited about the show they were going to do, and thought it was something that I could do as A Few Good Men, and I kind of got bitten a little bit by the bug.
Shortly after I started on the board of directors at the Palace, we had decided to renovate the theater. It used to be built as a movie house, and the seats were a little bit higher to see the movie, a movie screen. So we made that commitment, got architectural drawings, and started a renovation campaign, which started in 1999, and renovated the theater. I have pictures of us in an empty shell of the building. The walls on the theater are still the original walls. The sconces that you see on the walls are the original sconces. We saved what we could, but they needed to lower the stage. I think it's 7 or 12 feet. It was lowered quite a bit. And in addition, we added a fly loft. So that's where we got our debt. We didn't get enough money raised to fund everything, but we decided we wanted to have the best theater possible, so we went ahead and did the fly loft and made this theater complete. And we were able to secure a note, and we have been paying on that note since 2001.
I remember as a kid coming and seeing a few productions here, and after I had a child, I decided I'd like to get her involved in theater, at least from the entertainment perspective.
The roof itself is beginning to show its wear. It's about 15 years old. It was done during the renovation. We've had a few minor leaks, but we've been able to handle those to this point. We're getting to the point where the roof needs to be replaced. We've talked to about 4 different contractors looking at it to replace in kind, also looking at new technologies for roofing materials that can better service our roof here and maybe last a little bit longer than 15, 16 years.
Well, the Georgetown community's been good to us, for our business, the people of Georgetown, and so we weren't really looking for something for an advertisement. We were looking to give back to the community and support the community. And last year this came about during Peter Pan, when we sponsored Peter Pan, and the feedback we got from people, I mean, people not necessarily that use us even for our business, right. Phone calls, hey, we appreciate you supporting the Palace, and and that meant a lot. And then when she asked about it again this year, I said, definitely, this is something, I'd rather spend our money doing this and giving back than an ad somewhere, because word of mouth has been great for our business from Georgetown people. So, if we can get back to the community to support it and support the young generation and some of the older, I mean, there's adults in it too. So, to us, that means more than anything.
Right now, our biggest need is space. We're outgrowing the facilities that we have right now, especially during the summer. We really need to have a performance space specifically for the kids, because we have a lot of times that we want to use the main stage and we can't, because of course main stage programs are going on. Also, more scholarship money would be wonderful, because anytime we can expand into the community, we want to be able to do that. We want to continue growing all of the programs that we have, so any sort of donations that we get are absolutely wonderful.
You know, when people are looking for perhaps a new home, a new location, and businesses, they always look at education and medical and culture. And of course, with the Palace, and as Bill said, the Palace and the Symphony and the Art Center and all of that, this is a natural.
So our sound system has been it's live theater with sound and live theater is always a challenge. We've upgraded our sound board to a digital board from the analog board that we had when I first arrived. So that's been a huge improvement. We are still very limited on the number of channels. So as we have a live band with almost every show we do, that requires a certain number of channels. Our shows have also become more complicated as far as the number of vocalists that we need to hear, and so that requires a certain number of body mics. Well, our soundboard only has a certain number of channels, so we're very limited by that. So upgrading the sound console, purchasing a new one, which is upwards of 25 to 30,000, that's needed. Here recently, our actual body mics that the actors wear so that they can be heard along with the live band. The age has begun to show and to really become a critical mass, and so we need the funds in order to purchase new microphones that are brand new and have not gone through the wear and tear.
Basically, I figured the Palace has given me so much, and I've done shows, I've worked backstage, but when it came time for me to finally do my Eagle Scout project, I decided that there really wasn't any place that mattered as much to me as the Palace, and that I really could feel comfortable getting behind doing this big, elaborate project.
Because of what we give back to the community. Give because culture enhances a community.
The Palace has been here a long time. It's established. It's part of Texas history. I mean, it's something that should not only be maintained, but should be encouraged to flourish and to survive for future generations.
There's something for everybody here, whether it's on the entertainment side, the acting side, the education side.
I think the production value and the shows that you see and the education programs that you see, I think that kind of speaks for itself as far as why you should donate. It's to make all of those beautiful things possible.
If you've got a chance and you got a buck, give it to us.